Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight at 10. I'm Ken Kozarowski.
And I'm Amy DuPont. A former Monroe County jail nurse is facing 2 counts of second-degree sexual assault.
Investigators say 53-year-old Teresa Fenico initially denied she did anything wrong until detectives told her she was caught on camera spending extra time in an exam room with an inmate, and the two could be seen in close contact, possibly kissing.
Fenico told detectives she felt pressured by that inmate to have inappropriate contact. She also admitted to giving an inmate her antidepressant medication as well as tobacco and cash. Now, Fenico is free on bond. She will return to court next week.
The U.S. economy added 263,000 jobs in September. While economists say it's a strong gain, it is down from the month before and marks the second month in a row of falling totals, pointing to a labor market slowdown.
In a one-on-one interview with one of President Biden's economic advisors, Heather Boucher told News 8 Now, although hiring has slowed from levels earlier this year, she is pleased with the economic recovery from the pandemic and that it's slow and steady.
Which is what we need to see. We need to see those job gains getting down to a level that's sustainable over time and yet getting people back into work.
According to today's report, the unemployment rate fell back to 3.5% from 3.7%. Boucher says the president's Build Back plan and investment in child care is helping get more people back to work. But she acknowledges more work needs to be done.
October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and a local program is providing care to survivors. Gunderson Health System's Domestic Violence and Sexual Assault program helps support victims by pairing them with advocates. And those advocates provide a number of services like crisis counseling and financial assistance. Advocates say getting the word out about the program is a big part of preventing violence.
So knowing that a program like ours is available right here in a healthcare system is important because this is a safe place for people to come and talk to their medical provider or clinician.
That program is free, voluntary, and confidential.
Wisconsin's 3rd congressional district candidate Brad Pfaff says his Republican opponent Derek Van Orden doesn't share Western Wisconsin values. Pfaff pointed to Van Orden's time in Washington during the January 6th Capitol riot. House Majority Leader Steny Hoyer and Wisconsin Representative Gwen Moore joined Pfaff for a press conference today. Pfaff says this race is about choosing someone who's put Western Wisconsin first.
Sarah shared with me is, Brad, this cannot continue. We cannot have somebody that was out there and part of that.
Van Orden did not respond to Pfaff's comments about January 6th. Instead, he sent News 8 Now a statement that says he speaks to hundreds of folks every week and says people care about inflation and crime. He added, quote, "It's no surprise to see Pfaff standing with radicals that vote with Nancy Pelosi 95% of the time."
Local dogs can't contain their excitement. Today marked the ribbon-cutting ceremony for Paws Park. That's at Veterans Memorial Park in West Salem.
Yeah, a lot of people gave a round of applause for, thank you, for all the hard work put in to make local pups happy. It began as an effort from dog owners and involved planning, designing, and raising $50,000 in just over a year. Organizers say putting the time in was worth it for the furry friends.
It's kind of needed in the area. I think dogs need a place to run and play, and it's a great social activity for all our furry friends.
And the off-leash park not fully complete yet. Organizers are considering adding more elements like agility equipment.
Would love to see that.
Me too.
Looking for that perfect pumpkin to decorate your front door, or maybe get a drink as well? You can check out the 2nd annual Pumpkin and a Pint event at Dash Park tomorrow.
For $10, you can paint a pumpkin, get a drink, and enjoy some live music by the Don Harvey Duo. And for the art lovers in your family, there is also a free art auction.
The art pieces that were posted at businesses and schools and everything around Onalaska, people could go around, do a scavenger hunt, and they'll have the ability to bid and take home their favorite art piece at our live art auction.
So those art keepers put on this event. Pumpkin and a Pint starts at 10 a.m., goes until 2. La Crosse residents got a special taste of local food and help a worthy cause at the Taste of La Crosse event. La Crosse residents got a special chance to try some local cuisine from 8 different restaurants.
Guests also enjoyed live music, cocktails, and could enter raffles. And organizers say that money raised will go right back to supporting small businesses.
We promote downtown businesses. The funding that goes to us just goes right back out into our community.
Downtown Main Street was created way back in 1990 to help revitalize La Crosse's business district. Well, a small Wisconsin town tale hasn't had an end until now. One of the first Black River Falls businessmen is finally being recognized permanently.
And as News 8 Now's Dua Israr explains, it took 80 years and work by the entire community.
In a small town,
people can live in a community their entire life and not really know much.
Some stories are passed down from generation to generation.
There's thousands of stories in those communities.
You'll find others hidden behind stacks of files and newspaper clippings.
He sort of pieced his story together from that.
Historian Paul Reichen's father was a Lutheran pastor in the 1960s.
He had an elder parishioner named Chris Olson.
Officiant Thorwald Reichen spoke at the funeral for Olson's wife, creating a bond between the two men. As a kid, Reichen spent many years at Olson's home.
He never told me the story of Yep-Ging. My father did, though.
Yep-Ging, the Chinese laundryman.
He became very well known in the community. He was a very kind man who worked very hard.
The story of the only Chinese laundryman of Black River Falls would remain a tale to Reichen for several years.
He signed his...
Until he had a conversation with the historian at Black River Falls Library, Mary Woods.
In those 28 years, there's probably not a story that has touched my lives more than the story of Yep-Ging.
A story without an end.
When I asked where is Yep buried, said he's buried in an unmarked grave.
The unmarked grave and the tale tied to it inspired Woods and Reichen to fill in the blanks.
He was one of the first businessmen downtown to have a gramophone, so he wanted to have music playing when people came in.
Ging's story a puzzle.
Yep was known for liking the winter sun.
Pieced together word by word.
He just became more alive to us.
But that wasn't the end for Woods and Reichen. It was making sure
that Yep-Ging will never be forgotten.
Donations from the community placed Ging's name where it belongs.
And I'm sure the sun is shining on him.
The tale of the Chinese laundryman spans generations.
I did know Chris as a young man. My own father died 9 years ago. So certainly I was feeling nostalgic as I did it.
And nearly 80 years later,
nobody should be forgotten. Nobody.
The final chapter of this small town tale is etched in stone. Reporting in Black River Falls, Dua Israr, News 8 Now.
It's a great community effort right there. And for more on this history and others about Black River Falls, you can visit the Falls History Project website. We'll include a link at news8000.com.
Well, coming up, the News 8 Highlight Zone. All of your local scores and highlights in just a few minutes. Oh, good music.
And in the world of weather, we have a freeze warning in effect for parts of the region. You can see it right there behind me. We'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
This is our community. And while the present moment may feel unpredictable, we are here to help you stay focused on the future. So stay safe, stay strong, and stay confident with Gillespie and Associates.
Find comfort in your world in Stressless Furniture. Take a time out, have a seat, and enjoy a special offer from Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. When you purchase just 2 Stressless chairs or a sofa, you'll earn $750 towards Aquinas accessories or additional seating. With 4 seats, like a sofa and a chair, you'll earn $1,100. And with 6 seats, you'll have $1,500 to spend. Don't wait. It's time for Stressless. It's happening now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Voted your favorite furniture store.
Reducing prison populations is now sexy. Reducing prison populations is now sexy.
Sexy? Mandela Barnes's administration has released over 800 criminals, including 44 child rapists. That's not sexy. It's terrifying. And as a mother, I don't want Mandela Barnes anywhere near the Senate. From defunding our police to releasing predators, Mandela Barnes is a threat to Wisconsin families.
I'm Ron Johnson, and I approve this message.
Retirement is one of the most important decisions you'll ever make, so you need to get it right. At Gillespie & Associates, we'll design a plan so you can retire on your terms. I'm Private Wealth Advisor Tim Gillespie, and I'm here to help.
Seeing a little bit of cloud cover out there at this hour. Look at that temperature right now. We're sitting at 40 degrees. We have clear skies at the airport. Humidity is sitting at 79% with a nice calm wind. We're at 39 degrees at the TV station. The river level is sitting at 4.76 feet, and it's continued to fall. As we take a look at the numbers for today, made it to 53 after a morning start of 36. 66 and 45 is where we should be for this time of year. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. We do have that freeze warning in effect for the southern part of the News 8 Now viewing area. So Winona County over towards Fillmore, Houston, Winneshiek, Alameda, Crawford, over towards Richland, Vernon, La Crosse County, Juneau, and Adams County. This starts at 1 a.m. and goes until 8 o'clock in the morning. Here's what to expect. Overnight lows between 25 to 30 degrees. That feels like temperature will be in the upper teens to low 20s. How to prepare? Make sure your faucets are dripping before you go to bed. Cover your sensitive vegetation. Set your heat to a minimum of 65 degrees, and please bring in your pets. Now, when you wake up in the morning, temperatures in the 20s and 30s will greet you. 29 in Black River Falls, 29 in Sparta, 34 La Crosse, 31 Winona. Eau Claire, you're going to go to 30 degrees, 31 in Preston, 32 in Decorah. And take a look at the temperature trend as we go to the next several hours. You can see how the majority of us drops below freezing till we get to about the 9-10 o'clock time frame. Now that advisory expires at 8 o'clock, and at that time we'll see temperatures back into the upper 30s, low 40s. Highs tomorrow going back into the upper 50s, low 60s. Eau Claire is going to go to 61, 60 in La Crosse, 56 for Viroqua, 60 in Prairie du Chien. Now we take a look at the temperature trend. That warming trend will continue as we go into your Sunday. We'll go to 65 degrees, then we'll go to 68 for Monday, then we'll go into the low 70s for Tuesday. Radar scan right now showing a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break as we go into the weekend. This up here is our next weather maker, and this is another cool front that will sag its way through as we go into the next couple of days. It's a weak system, so it's not going to drop the temperature much. But we take a look at Saturday. We'll start the day off with sunny skies. The clouds will start to pick up as we go into Saturday night, going into your Sunday, and then we continue that warming trend as we go into your Monday and Tuesday. Matter of fact, here's a look at the next 8 days. We go to 68 for Monday. How about 73 for Tuesday? Have a shower chance Tuesday night, and again Wednesday night. You see where that front pushes its way through, where we go from 73 to 65, back into the mid to upper 50s for Thursday, Friday, going into next weekend. So the bottom line, fall's finally received the memo that it's here. Substantially cooler today, but we have one last hurrah of 70s for at least the next couple weeks, and that's on Tuesday.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric.
Coming up after the break, the News 8 Now highlights on a lot of good games on the slate tonight. Caledonia Chatfield and Bangor against Luther. Big game atop the Scenic Bluffs Conference. Robin Cater in next.
Did you know Tim Michaels wants to criminalize abortion, even for pregnant rape victims?
But are you willing to support exceptions for rape or incest?
That's correct.
Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
Dear night owls, when darkness falls, our stunning style takes flight, and our fuel economy is ever so wise. Trust us, Toyota sedans. Toyota, let's go places.
We're thrilled to be celebrating our first year in Onalaska with the Best of La Crosse County win. It has been such a cool experience getting to know the riders, the passionate Harley guys and gals that we get to work with every day to help grow the Harley culture. So from all of us here at the Great River Harley-Davidson, thank you for a great year.
Nice welcomes you. Nice has your back. Nice laughs at your jokes. Nice goes out of its way just to make sure. At Western National Insurance, nice is more than, well, nice. It's our whole deal. And when you experience it, it's pretty nice. Western National Insurance, the power of nice.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present Our Community Cares.
The 20th Annual Down Syndrome Awareness Walk is happening at 10 a.m. on Saturday, October 8th at Myrick Park. Festivities after the walk include horse-drawn carriage rides, magician, face painting, and a food truck. Join us for a taste of downtown La Crosse featuring food and beverages from local restaurants. Friday, October 7th, 4 to 7 p.m. at the Cargill Room Waterfront Restaurant.
For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Dear night owls, when darkness falls, our stunning style takes flight, and our fuel economy is ever so wise. Trust us, Toyota sedans. Toyota, let's go places.
Tim Michaels' company has been sued numerous times for sexual assault and harassment. Women said they were groped and pressured to have sex with their bosses. Those who spoke out were fired. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as governor?
Fall Home Show going on now at the Bourne Store. Visit today and see what's new and get your $250 discount coupon. Register for prizes and visit with designers. Hope to see you soon.
Welcome to Week 8 of the News 8 Now Highlight Zone. I'm Rob Schiff. That's Kate Overton. Kate, tonight we're going to start with the team that still has a chance at a conference title.
Yeah, that's right, Rob. The Luther Knights are trying to play spoiler in the Scenic Bluffs Conference. Their two toughest games come at the end of the season, but if they win tonight, they have a matchup with Caston next week for a conference title. All right, but first, they had to go through the Bangor Cardinals, who are not to be taken lightly. The Knights, however, haven't lost since week 2. Bangor running early and often, and on the goal line, Tanner Jones takes the handoff and scores to put the Cardinals on top. The Knights looking for an answer. Jackson Kendall rolling out, making it look easy. The sidearm toss to Noah Barr and falls in for the score. The 2-point conversion would give them the lead. Bangor would score again, but the Knights march right down the field. Then Kendall scrambling, and he finds his man, Noah Barr, again. What a play by the sophomore quarterback. Luther leads 15-14 going into halftime. Second half, and Bangor goes right back to the ground. This time, Clayton Liga gets a big gain, and they can't be stopped. Ball at the 1-yard line, and Tanner Jones just takes it in for another score. Luther needing an answer. Kendall looking for his man, but that goes right to Tanner Jones. He's making plays everywhere tonight and comes up huge on defense. Then on the very next play, Sam Kropp gets outside the tackle, makes a man miss, and he's gone. Bangor with a huge third quarter, and they get the win, 34-28. Let's take a look at the rest of the Scenic Bluffs Conference. Caston remains perfect on the season. Eagles get the win 40-6 over Royal. Colin O'Neill, 202 yards and 3 touchdowns for the win, as Caston went on to win. And then Brookwood and New Lisbon both getting wins as well.
All right, let's switch over to the NBC, where Holman's got a high-stakes battle with Logan. Not only is it Viking homecoming, but a win keeps them in the playoff hunt. However, Logan can also stay in the hunt with the win of their own. A full crowd on hand as we dive in. Opening drive, Eli Reynolds taking the carry off tackle, turns the corner. He's in for 6. Logan up 7-0, still in the first. Logan opening up the back of tricks. What looks like a run is actually setting up the deep pass. Bradley check to a wide open Jacob Hackbarth. He rumbles into the end zone for the 44-yard score. It's 14-0. Second quarter, Holman finds a spark. Matt McBride shakes a tackle, breaks outside, jukes another DB. He's out of there, 26-yard. Holman on the board. Logan trying a 2-minute drill before halftime. Johnny Lieber letting it fly downfield, but Evan Johnson is the one to haul it in for the pick. What a catch. We go to the fourth. Logan up 4 with 4th and goal at the 1. Lieber on the throw. Tipped by Dame Rosenhow. Holman takes over. The Vikings march all the way downfield. Reed Tengblad, the one to finish the drive off with the option run. Holman's defense hangs tough. They win this one 17-14. Let's stay in the MVC. Central at home for the final time this season. Riverhawks hosting Sparta tonight in the first. Spartans airing it out right here. Zach True with the toss, but Boston Brinley's there on the other end. The senior comes up with the pick. Riverhawks in business, and Central turns that into points. Mason Elston taking matters into his own hands. He pounds his way up the middle for the touchdown. Central strikes first. It's 6-0. Next possession for the Riverhawks. Elston again finding a hole. Finding the end zone for the second time in the quarter. Central takes a 14-0 lead. Let's go to the second quarter now. Riverhawks threatening again. Elston, all the time in the world, rolls to his left, sends up a prayer to the end zone, and it's answered by Brinley, the senior. Makes an incredible catch. Central goes up by 21. Sparta trying to get something going on the other end. The Spartans put the ball in Cody Morrow's hands. The junior breaks outside. He's got some room. Morrow can fly. He takes it all the way down inside the 25, but the Spartans can't turn that into points, and the Riverhawks making them pay for it. Brinley doing it all tonight, breaks a few tackles. He's going to take it to the house for his second TD of the half. All Riverhawks tonight at home, they get the win 42-14.
All right, how about Toma? They're hosting Reedsburg. The Beavers get the scoring started with this jet sweep. Danny Pickle gets the edge. He's in for the score, puts them up 7-0. Reedsburg again, this time Devin Judd getting the inside handoff, finding the corner, and Reedsburg goes up by 14. Beavers seem unstoppable. Drew Purifoy cuts back,
finds a hole to the end zone, and now the Timberwolves, they're trailing by 20, but the fight for them just begins. Jacob Bullard squeezes through a few defenders, and he gets into the end zone for 6. And his team is on the board. Matoma turning the creativity, dial up to 100. They pull out the flea flicker. Tom Hesse to Drew Brookman, 59 yards to the house. That's a play of the night candidate, but was all Reedsburg in the second half as they go on to win 41-14. And then Onalaska also keeping their unbeaten season alive with a big win over Baraboo.
All right, fun first block right there. Well, coming up, we'll head to the Cooley Conference. Could West Salem reel off win number 7 in a row? Don't go anywhere. You're watching the News 8 Now Highlight Zone.
News 8 Sports is brought to you by Mayo Clinic Health System. Whether you need routine care or treatment for a complex condition, Mayo Clinic Health System has convenient and safe options for the care you and your family need.
A few years ago, I was working with a woman who was about to settle with the insurance company for a fraction of what she deserved. Instead, she hired Bygoff & Rohde, and we got her the maximum possible settlement. At Bygoff & Rohde, we get results.
Meet Brad Paff. He never had a job outside of politics. Seriously, he hung around long enough to climb that political ladder. He'll never fix Washington. He won't even try. Me, I spent 26 years fighting for our country. I served as a Navy SEAL, and I know how to get things done. I'm Derek Van Orden, and I approve this message. Let's try something different. Let's change the people we're sending to D.C.
Cooley Region Women, your area's award-winning magazine, is now available. In our Necessities issue, meet Carol Abrahamson of the Mississippi Valley Conservancy. Learn what makes Ultra Federal Credit Union a great place to work, how the Reach Center is helping neighbors in need, and how to cozy your home for the holidays. Check out our fall edition Necessities and enjoy a stroll through the English countryside. Pick up your copy at many area merchants, including Woodman's, Festival Foods, and the YMCA, or call. Find us at crwmagazine.com.
Says here, United Healthcare has America's most chosen Medicare plans and local Medicare plan experts.
They'll even find you a plan with good dental coverage.
How do you know?
Maggie, my local Medicare plan expert. She helped me find the right plan.
With benefits including prescription drug, vision, and dental coverage, our Wisconsin team is ready to help you find a Medicare plan that meets your needs and budget.
Talk to a local Medicare plan expert today at 1-888-SHOP-UHC.
If someone you love has been injured, it's important to find a law firm that's fair, prompt, and reliable. That law firm is Bygoff & Rohde.
We've been Wisconsin's personal injury law firm for over 50 years.
All right, thanks for staying with us here on the News 8 Now Highlight Zone.
Yep, the Caledonia football team has looked like the Warriors of the past. A perfect record so far this season, but a big test tonight against one of the best teams in the state. Warriors making the trip to Chatfield to take on the Gophers, and Chatfield, no easy task. Gophers showing why tonight. Let's pick it up in the third. Sam Backer hooking up with Cole Johnson. He's going to take it 70 yards all the way to the house. That's a big score for Chatfield. It gives them a 12-point lead in the third quarter. Warriors trying to answer back and put some points on the board themselves, but Eli Hopp, he says not this time. Check out this pick in the corner of the end zone. That keeps Caledonia off the board, but the Warriors finally find the end zone in the fourth. Eric Moss takes it in from a yard out. Caledonia gets on the board. That cuts it to 12-6, but the Gophers too strong tonight, especially with Backer under center. He did a little bit of everything tonight, and this play's going to take care of it himself. 76 yards to the house. Chatfield goes up by 2 scores again. That's how this one ends. Caledonia falls for the first time this season. 19-6 is your final.
All right, over to the Cooley Conference. West Salem, they're hosting Black River Falls. And on the first drive of the game for West Salem, it's the quarterback, Brett McConkey. He keeps the rock on a well-blocked run. He's going to make some guys miss it into the end zone for the score. And then a little bit of trickery here and on a few plays later on this fake end around. That gets Andy Johnson taking this up the right sideline for another score. He's going to turn on the Jets. Wow. Love those long runs all the way in there. And then Cole Everson put the team's third score of the first quarter on the board with a shifty cut across midfield while returning this punt. He's also gone. Gosh, those guys have to be winded. A lot of running for them tonight.
All right, West Salem goes on to win 41-0.
All right, GET taking on Westby at home. Quarterback Cody Schmitz, the pass here to Ben Hilton for a GET first down. Then it's Nate Schindler with a run to make it 1st and goal for GET. Then the Redhawks find the end zone right here. GET jumps in front 7-6. Redhawks would go on to win it 34-12. And Aquinas also winning big tonight. Blue Gold's all over Viroqua 50-16. So that sets up a big one next week. Aquinas, West Salem in a game for the Cooley Conference title. And Kate, we follow these teams all season long, except for that first game with West Salem dropping on Alaska. They've been on fire, so it's going to be awesome.
I know, and on Alaska, look at the season they're having now. So that loss to them early in the season.
Right, doesn't look that bad.
I was at that game. I was not going to guess that it was going to be almost the game of the season looking back at it.
Right.
What a season for both of those teams. Next week, West Salem against Aquinas. It's going to be
appointment viewing.
I mean, it's already our game of the week, right?
Yeah.
Like both those teams won tonight. Winner wins the Cooley Conference. It'll be a good one.
It's going to be awesome. Well, lots of great plays again this week, but only one can be our play of the night. Let's take a look at those nominees. We'll start with the Riverhawks. Central all over Sparta tonight. This was the play of the game. Mason Elston, a prayer to the end zone, and it's answered by Boston Brinley, the senior. He did it all tonight.
All right, number 2, one you haven't seen yet. Cochran Fountain City looking to stay undefeated. Here's Austin Arnberg connecting with Gavin Ridge. 2 broken tackles and a lot of green grass later. He's going all the way for the score. Touchdown.
Love it. Third nominee, Tom Hesse finds Drew Brookman on the flea flicker for the 59-yard tee. What a catch.
I mean, I know Tomas, but if you have a flea flicker like this, it's got to be a play of the night.
That was awesome.
And the last one of the night, Luther may have lost, but Jackson Kendall showing off the moves here, scrambling, and then on full sprint makes a perfect throw. A lot Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson-esque there.
Love that.
All right, make sure to head over to news8000.com/vote right now, and we'll have the results at the end of the show. All right, and then coming up, a big matchup in the Dairyland Conference tonight. Blair Taylor and Pepin Alma squaring off, and we'll see if I guess Caledonia did keep their perfect direction. Stay right here. The highlight zone returns after the break.
This Saturday through Tuesday only, you'll get our best discounts of the whole year. Everyone gets an extra 33% off our already low Slumberland prices. October 8th through 11th, shop our wide range of mattresses and furniture only at Slumberland Furniture.
Why shop the Habitat Restore? We offer new and used building materials, furniture, appliances, home decor, and more at 50 to 70% off retail pricing. New items arrive daily, so it's never the same store twice. Find us on Facebook to catch sneak peeks of products throughout the week. Feel good knowing your purchase helps build and repair homes in our community, as 100% of profits stay local and support Habitat's mission. Open Wednesday through Saturday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. off Highway 16 past Woodman's.
Ron Johnson and China. Here's how it works. While in the Senate, Johnson made $57 million from a family business whose growth was directly linked to China. He invested in Chinese factories, and Johnson's family business got $50 million in loans from the Bank of China. Johnson pushed for shipping American jobs overseas while he got rich. Ron Johnson's out for himself, not us. SMP is responsible for the content of this ad.
Wisconsin is a home of workers. We know what needs to get done, and we do it. Yet, we've been hit hard, some harder than others. Our contact may be limited, but we still can lift each other up. The Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy providers are working together to help keep your heat and power on. You may not ask for it, but we want you to know we're here.
There's no other place where my story is possible. My mom was a teacher. My dad worked third shift. It was our ticket to the middle class. That's the promise of America I'll fight to protect. While others send our jobs overseas, I'll bring manufacturing back, invest in our own workers, and stock our shelves with American products. And with a middle class tax cut, you'll be able to keep more of what you earn. I know the promise of America, and no one will fight harder to protect it. I'm Mandela Barnes, and I approve this message.
This Saturday through Tuesday only, you'll get our best discounts of the whole year. Everyone gets an extra 33% off our already low Slumberland prices. October 8th through 11th, shop our wide range of mattresses and furniture only at Slumberland Furniture.
Thanks for staying with us here on the News 8 Now Highlight Zone.
All right, we're heading up north for homecoming at CFC as they're hosting Blair Taylor.
Yep, the Pirates looking to stay undefeated on the season. What a year it's been, but the Wildcats don't want to let that happen. Jackson Schrammick takes the handoff. Check out these moves through the middle, breaking arm tackles to the outside, and he's gone. Blair Taylor goes up 6-0. Defenses keeping the game low scoring to start, but the Wildcats find their way downfield. Ethan Hensley called his number up the middle for another score. They're up 12. Pirates need to convert this 3rd and long to get some momentum going. Austin Armberg loads up, finds Gavin Rich. He breaks not 1, but 2 tackles. Then it's open field for him to dive into the end zone. But it's not enough as Blair Taylor spoils homecoming.
Wow. All right, so
unbelievable.
Pep and Alma, however, did get the win tonight, so they stay undefeated. And then Whitehall also getting the win 35-17 as well. All right, still to come.
That's unbelievable. Wait, so unreal. Still to come the results for our play of the night. Don't go anywhere.
Connect with us on Twitter at News8News. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Punishing inflation, retirement savings evaporating, home values crashing, and Mandela Barnes is oblivious. Barnes just supported a massive tax increase on middle-class families and an army of IRS agents to go get every penny. Barnes also supported Biden's student loan forgiveness plan that cost every taxpayer $2,000. $2,000 less to survive on. Can you afford Mandela Barnes? Wisconsin Truth Pack is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Enter the season of giving by helping Wesco and Sparta feed those in need. Bring in a non-perishable food item and get 1% off. Bring 10 and get 10% off. Bring as many as you would like and get up to 20% off. Save money and feed those in need. What can be better than that? Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup is always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Blaine's Farm and Fleet's big snacking and candy event is going on now. It's time to stock up and save on a massive selection of craveable chocolates, savory trail mixes, classic candies, and gummy go-tos, all on sale. Like 1-pound bags of Blaine's brand gummies, 2 for just $4. 1-pound bags of Blaine's Western Trail Mix, 2 for $6. New at Blaine's, 12-ounce Farm and Fleet Select Dark Chocolate Favorites, 2 for $7. Plus, this weekend only, don't miss free in-store samples of our sweet, salty, snackable selection.
Look at this car. What kind of make and model is it? Oh, make, model, automobile, huh?
We were kind of looking for something different.
We put the lot in Car Lot. Let's take a look at that beauty over there.
Way over there?
Owning a car is about the journey, not the destination.
Get more of what you deserve in your car buying experience, inventory, and service. See for yourself at Cooley Auto.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need tractors rated #1 in durability and owner experience so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home the Kubota VX Series for 0 down, 0% APR for 60 months, plus save up to $700.
Back to the News 8 Now Highlight Zone. Time for the results of our poll for play of the night. We go back here. Austin Armberg connecting with Gavin Rich. 2 broken tackles, lots of green grass later.
Oh, you got to wrap him up.
The score, CFC. Didn't get the win tonight, but that's an awesome play.
Yeah, but speaking of this game, Blair Taylor getting a big win.
That's a huge
over
win.
CFC.
I was shocked. You probably heard me in the background. I thought Cochran Fountain City was on a collision course to play Pep and Alma next week for the Dairyland title. Guess not. Great game, though, for Blair Taylor. Congrats to them. That's an awesome win in Week 8. That kind of changes a lot. I mean, because I thought Pep and Alma and Cochran Fountain City, like I said, we're going to both go undefeated. Still going to be a great atmosphere, a good game, but that changes everything.
Oh, yeah, and the next week, just so many good games.
Yep.
Like we mentioned, the Aquinas West Salem game. We have the Onalaska looking to stay undefeated. Their perfect season. And then, of course, Logan versus Central, one of the best lacrosse rivalries.
That's going to be awesome.
And then on Sunday, we've got the Packers in London playing across the sea. Who doesn't love that?
Did you want to rag on me because of the Mets?
Oh, yeah. I know we don't have Brewer I wish we had Brewer highlights to show. Unfortunately, do we have Mets highlights to show? Not a lot.
Not too many.
But
we still got tomorrow, though. I'm optimistic. I'm a 36-year-old optimistic Mets fan.
All right. Well, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Thank you to the team. Thanks for everyone who helped out tonight. And be sure to send in your plays of the season to us. All of the plays throughout the season. Your favorite ones. Email it to our sports department.
That's Cade. I'm Rob. Have a great weekend. We'll see you next week.